Howdy, James here from Kicks in Miami, and I'm back to do another review. In front of me I have this year's Air Max release. This is the Air Max 1 OG Big Bubble. One thing I find strange with Nike is that when they do these releases for a specific day, they seem to release it to the public in stores on that day or online on the same day, which means that you don't actually get that shoe's release until kind of almost like a week later. This one actually took quite a while to get here. It is now kind of beginning of April, and I'm kind of just about got them, and these released back on, I believe, the 23rd of March. So you're looking at kind of like a week and a half, which is kind of disappointing because these are the types of shoes that you would like to wear on the day. However, we're going to take these out, we'll take a look at them, talk about kind of the history of them and so forth. But as you can see, starting from the box, they've kind of given this almost like the air bubble kind of screen through the swoosh on the side, and then on on one side of the box, both lateral sides of the box, they've kind of given what essentially is the 4-piece air unit that is in the Big Bubble release. So I'm going to take these out of the box, take a look at them, and we'll see what you guys think. Okay, so here you have it. Here is the Air Max 1 OG Big Bubble. So this shoe was originally made by Tinker Hatfield in about kind of 1986 or so, and this is a remake of what he really wanted to do. And what I mean by that is that this air unit is the Big Bubble. So essentially has like 4 kind of holes in. The other one, which I actually have here myself, which kind of released a couple of years ago for Air Max Day, as you can see, only has a much smaller screen and only has kind of like a 3 air bubble unit. So essentially, when this was first created back then and designed by Tinker Hatfield in 1987, the bubble was essentially too far ahead of its time in terms of technology, and it would crack under kind of different weathers, cold weather, and also just the pressure of kind of being used. So they actually had to revert therefore then to the smaller bubble, which you kind of found in the one that initially then got released. But now kind of 2023, with the kind of advanced technologies that we have, they've actually been able to make the shoe that Tinker Hatfield always wanted to make. So it comes in your OG red, white and gray tooling, which you kind of is probably Air Max's most favorite and most famous colorway. Other than that, you're looking at really the very similar kind of designs as the kind of one that's been released over the last few years. One little interesting note is that they've plugged the size of the shoe. So for me, I have a 10. I'll take a closer photo of it on the inside of the shoe, as well as kind of giving the box and stuff those old school detailing. Fabric wise, still very similar to that of the kind of the other pairs that are released. The pair I have was the kind of, I think, the 2000 and possibly 17 variation of the Air Max 1, and you can kind of see, which I'll do kind of some side-by-side photos, is the shape is a lot more to kind of the old school runner than it was of the remake that we got a couple of years ago. But again, kind of always cool to have a shoe that has some really deep history to it, to think about that kind of this is what the shoe that was meant to release back in 1987 was meant to look like, which we now kind of get today, kind of makes these shoes a lot more special to hold on to. So debating if I'm just going to hold on to them kind of for the closet, or for the wall I should say, or actually wear them, seeing that I have kind of the other pair. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the shape. Let me know what you think of kind of the history, and in general what you kind of think Nike are doing with all these retros, kind of the lost and founds, the reimagined 3s, and these ones. But again, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back again with another review soon.
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never